Hey Scruffy, how you doing? So it just started raining. I thought you might be meowy. It's the last time the rain upset you. So you ready for dinner? So I have your meaty pate with real chicken and tuna again. And Kirkland kibble. How does that sound? Sound good? Yeah? No? Wow, you're really quiet tonight. Okay, well, I'm gonna pick up the food and take it out. Hope you're ready. I'm gonna open the door now. Okay. Pick up the food. Step on out. The food, okay? Put it on the table. And I think you. See this at me? So I'm going to close the door. And then change your water. And you can see that tuft of fur, that white piece of fur that's sticking out from his mane. Yeah, that's the hard piece of fur I keep talking about. So it's almost like a bib now. What's that? What's that breast piece that goes on a tuxedo? I forgot the word for it, but you always see it in like Looney Tunes, or it suddenly sticks out straight forward because it's like so stiff. Okay, finished changing your water, so I'm gonna sit down in the chair now. Okay, and I'm gonna put the glove on. I think you meowed there. And, okay. I think that was a meow. So he's moving back over to his spot. So it just started raining. Right at dinner time. So forecast was rain for today, and then it seemed to get pushed back later for dusk. So the sun, I think, was out early this morning, and then the clouds came in the afternoon, and so it's been overcast all afternoon, and now it's finally raining. So a grooming artifact. She has a couple. So I didn't know how Scruffy was going to react to the rain today. Because, yeah, last time we had the freak hailstorm. And, yeah, he seemed to be really freaked out by that. So he was really meowing when I saw him. And, yeah, he seemed to be agitated. He seemed very friendly at first. Probably seemed happy to see me. And then he scratched me that night. So, not sure what to expect tonight. But yeah, he doesn't seem as agitated. So, maybe it's just because the rain just started. And so he wasn't caught in it. And then it's not hail so far. So he's moving around quite a bit. So I think that means he's into the petting. So that's good. So I went for a run today. I was at first feeling like I was going to do a pretty good run. So I felt on the better side of things. And I think my first lap, I did actually really well. And so, you know, one of my better times, I think. Not my best time, but pretty good. And then in the middle of the second lap, my nose started bleeding. So a good thing I remembered to bring a paper towel with me in my pocket, because you never know if I need to sneeze or blow my nose, or in this case, deal with the nosebleed. So unfortunately, I get the nosebleeds every now and then. Not sure why, but it's a fairly common occurrence for me. It's really annoying. Doctors haven't really given me any advice. So put Vaseline up your nose. Could be allergies that dry up my nasal cavity or something like that, and then the blood vessels there might be like weak or something, so if they get hard and dried out, maybe they rupture, and that's what triggers the nosebleed. I don't know, but anyway, they're annoying, but yeah, nobody's terribly concerned. So, but yeah, I hate dealing with it in the middle of a run. So basically I had to stop and deal with my nosebleed, and wasn't stopping, so I just tore a piece of towel, the paper towel, took a piece of it and shoved it up my nose so I could resume my run. So basically I can't breathe in my nose at that point. So the rest of my run, I don't think was so good. I think so. I can't tell if I couldn't tell if my speed was actually reduced, or if all the time I lost was just because of me stopping to deal with the nosebleed. So I didn't pay attention to the time well enough to make that distinction. But I did make it through the 4 laps, so my not quite 7-mile run. So energy-wise, I think I was doing pretty good, because I felt like I was feeling okay, and then my legs weren't hurting too bad, so they weren't becoming an obstacle for doing the extra lap. But yeah, my time was definitely slower, and I think that last lap I definitely did slow down quite a bit, even though I didn't really feel like I was struggling or anything like that. Okay, so I think we're about time here, so I guess you want your food now, right? Ready for some food? Okay, so let's get your food, okay? Yeah, you want your food, don't you? So I'm happy to oblige. Okay, so I'm gonna get the brush. Yeah, actually got his tail that time. So I haven't figured out what I'm going to do tomorrow for exercise, because I think the rain's supposed to... So the forecast keeps changing. At one point it was more rain and thunder, but it's recently changed and it may not have any tomorrow. So I'll have to see. But I haven't done pull-ups in a few days, so I'm thinking I might just, work on the pull-ups and resistance bands and kind of do a recovery day type thing, since I've done, I think I've done 2 bike rides and 2 runs, one which was the intervals. So I think I'm due for recovery day. And I don't know if I want to bike tomorrow, since it's going to be muddy because of the rain. And I don't really feel like running 2 days in a row. Just, I don't want to overdo my joints and whatever. So, oops, yeah, there's a tangle in his tail there. As I did the plantar fasciitis that I suffered, I think that was due to me overdoing the runs. I think I actually had a stress fracture some years ago, also because I was running too often. So I'm a little more conservative about the runs now, because I'm older now. And I was having problems when I was younger. That's not a good sign. So I kind of like alternating between the bike and the runs, because the bikes are at least low impact. I mean, he's getting a little antsy with the brush. Okay, I'm about done, so I'll let you eat in peace. Okay, you can eat. So if I could find another low impact cardio sport I could do, probably would help me. I tried swimming for a while, but I didn't really enjoy it that much. And I found the whole needing to change and pre-shower at the gym, and then post-shower at the gym, and then change clothes and deal with wet clothes. And then the chlorine was just hell on both my swimming clothes, so the swimsuits did not last very long because the chlorine basically just disintegrated them. And then I was getting athlete's foot more often, and then the pool I was going to at the gym, it was frequently busy, so you had to wait for lanes to clear. And I found the whole thing would be kind of a hassle, so I just kind of stopped doing it. And the gyms are closed now, so I don't even have access to a pool. So I just realized daylight savings time is near, and I'm not sure how that's going to affect the feeding schedule with Scruffy here, because I noticed he's been coming later and later, and with the daylight savings time change, if I want to stick to my my clock, the human clock, it means he needs to be here an hour earlier, and he's not been lining up at the door an hour early anymore. He's coming much later. So he's not going to be here if I try to feed him on time. Quote unquote on time. So I'm not sure what I should do. I'm thinking maybe I just start feeding him at his time. Ignore the daylight savings time. It's going to be a little bit of mental gymnastics for me. And I think for the moment my schedule is flexible enough where it doesn't matter if I feed him an hour later or not. Though it may affect like my dinner schedule, because I'm eating a lot of times after I feed him, and I don't think I can hold out that long. So I'll have to start eating an hour before, or something like that. I'll figure it out. But yeah, once summer hits though, and it's hot, I also want to feed him later. So I wanted to cool down. And then last summer, because it was so hot, not so hot, it's typical for here. Because of the heat, I was running, and the gyms were closed, so I was running and biking at the very end of the day. The very last bits of sunlight, and so then I get back and then I'd feed him. So I'd actually push their dinners pretty late. So I probably don't want to feed him early and get him used to it, otherwise he's going to be waiting later this summer, I guess. Summer's a long way off though, so I'm taking off the glove. Summer's a really long way off. And, I still got to figure out about moving. So I'm try to finish my taxes first. Get this year's obligations, or technically last year's obligations, done with before I start thinking about moving. I submitted my taxes to my tax guy the other day, so I figured he'll get back to me probably this week with my packet. And I always have a couple extra forms I got to do on top of what he prepares, because I make my life difficult. I do some things that he doesn't do. So. Like technically my business taxes he doesn't do. I gotta file my business taxes separately. Fortunately, my business taxes are relatively simple. And sadly, because of all those crazy laws they passed here, they're extra simple this year because I can't get any more work because they outlawed it. So I actually might need to shut down my business, and so that's why I'm thinking about moving. I need to move somewhere else, start a new business. Place that'll actually let me work. So 49 other states I can pick from, plus a bunch of U.S. territories, plus pretty much anywhere in the world. Only this state is so stupid and crazy and evil. So I think he's actually licking the bowl clean tonight. So I actually prepared his food a little bit early and let it get the room warm up in room temperature, so it's maybe a little tastier because of that. Or he might just be hungry tonight. But he's actually not eating that much faster. He's actually kind of on the slow side tonight. So. We might not watch him room tonight. Might just go in. So I still haven't seen him on the table. So I don't know if it's because he's not on the table anymore, or if it's just because I'm not looking late enough. He's been coming pretty late, and I've actually been going to sleep a little earlier. So I don't check the table at the same times anymore. So I didn't see any cats today at the park. So I saw that woman who leaves out food in front of her house for that one particular stray or feral. Yeah, she actually left a whole can of food out today. So you can see this little metal cat food can sitting in her near her front door. Okay, I guess he's taken off. So I guess I'm gonna call it here. I don't know if he's gonna go down the alleyway. It would be smart for him to go down the alleyway because it's not wet yet. The rest of the deck is wet. But I don't see him, so whatever. Okay, folks, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.